So for 2019, Gibson has a whole new line of electric guitars going into the original and the modern collection. Today we're looking at the modern collection with the just released and just arrived Gibson Les Paul Jr. Tribute Double Cut with two P90 pickups. Check it out. Hey everyone, this is Chris McHugh with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us on the web at alamomusic.com. I'm here today with
Cooper Greenberg,
the one and only, who is going to be playing for us this wonderful double cut. Black, because I think that's the best color for this guitar. Les Paul Jr. Tribute DC, or double cut. So this guitar kind of has been out for a bit. Gibson introduced it last year as just the double cut with a single P90, but they've upped the ante, so to speak, by giving everybody kind of what they wanted, when the guitar was introduced. So the single pickup guitar lives on. If you want to rock out with just the bridge pickup, then it's available for you. But if you want some variety, because that's the spice of life, now the double cut comes in dual P90 configuration. So it's a pretty, it's meant to be a stripped down kind of rocker's guitar. Satin finish, ebony in this case. It's available in some other finishes. Rosewood fingerboard, simple wrap over bridge. The two P90s, you got your three-way control, volume, and single tone. It comes with a gig bag, and it's right at about $1,000. It's like $999 currently. You want to go to our website, alamomusic.com, because that can change at any time. That's the disclaimer, so we don't get in trouble. But it kind of harkens back to Les Paul Jr.'s. Those have long been fantastic guitars. They were really made initially for students, and an easier to build guitar. You don't have the curve or the carve really in the top of the guitar. And like an SG, it's kind of born to rock. So yep. Cooper already played this. We kind of went through and did this. We're filming this after the fact, so we're doing some time travel stuff here. But if you could give us some insight and kind of what it sounds like. First of all, some people haven't played like a Gibson P90 versus a humbucker.
Yeah.
So there's a different tonal response with these basically big single coil pickups. Yeah. And then the feel and kind of, what this guitar is great at.
Yeah. In my daily life, I generally play single coils most of the time, and so this was a little bit more in my wheelhouse than a lot of the humbucker guitars that we've been playing today, which I like because it's just easy for me to transfer over to this guitar versus, a humbucker Les Paul, after playing a lot of single coils. But I love the simplicity of it. I think that like the spank that comes off of the bridge pickup P90 is really attractive to me tonally. And it just looks good. It's no frills. It looks classic, and I love the tuners.
It's kind of sinister, actually, in the satin black.
Yeah, it's a cool guitar. I like it.
The pickups, the pick guard's cool. I think this is part of kind of keeping the cost down. Higher end version wouldn't have the pick guard this way, but I also think it works with the aesthetic of the guitar and kind of who it's made for. This is really made for someone who wants to rock out. I don't think very often this guitar is going to get plugged into a clean amp.
Yeah.
It's going to get plugged in with a lot of dirt, and play probably in a lot lot of bars.
But I do think, based on what we did today, it
but
sounds
you can
great.
do it. Yeah.
It sounds great on a clean channel. It sounds girthy.
And that, I think a lot of that was the neck pickup.
Yeah.
Which previously this guitar didn't have, and that really speaks to the flexibility and the in between. That sound where you're really getting both was great when you were shooting that demo.
Yeah, that's the good thing about P90s. They work, on a spectrum from clean to really distorted. And I think this guitar, my favorite tone was when it was just some of that overdrive coming off the amp. Mm-hmm. But it's versatile in that way,
And what's nice about P90, so if you're not familiar, a lot of people think of P90 as a humbucker because it's bigger like a humbucker, but it's a single coil, and it's just kind of set up in a different configuration, really a wide, flat magnet and coil versus the thinner, taller versions like you see on most Fender guitars. And the response, the result of that is that you get a wider frequency response from that area of the strings. And so I've always found them to have a little bit more high end sometimes, but have a little bit more low end and mid range than just a normal single coil would. So I think, kind of on the spectrum of sound, it's almost like a single coil moving toward a humbucker tonally, right? And the response you get, and the drive you get, and so forth. So they're pretty cool. And it's a lot of guitar. It's a Gibson. Really kind of a lot of great features and value for $9.99. So so we're gonna show you now Gibson or Cooper putting the Gibson through its paces, so you can hear for yourself. Take a look. So there you have it. So the new 2019 Gibson Les Paul Junior Tribute Doublecut, which is part of the Modern collection. So it's really a more modern take on a classic guitar from Gibson, made for someone who's looking for value, or maybe more of an entry-level guitar player. $1,000 is still a lot of money, but If you're looking for Gibson, it's really not. So if you're just starting off, or you want a guitar that's really a lot of value orientation, then I think that's what this guitar is going to be great at. Blues, rock, punk. This could pull off anything. You could do country chicken picking with it because of the versatility that these pickups have. So if you'd like more information, go below, click on the link in the description. It'll take you to our website. It's available in a number of finishes, so you can see all of the options that are available there as well. So if you're new here, what do they want to do?
You're going to want to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and tell us what you thought below in the comments.
You should listen to the man. He's a good guitar player. He knows what he's talking about. Remember, best guitar is the one that you're playing. See you next time.